Dulwich Hamlet play the first of their 2 pre-season games in Germany tonight as they take on HFC Falke at the Sportanlage SC Nienstedten. Falke are only formed in 2014, making their league debut in the 9th tier of German football a year later. In 3 seasons they have enjoyed 2 promotions, with last season 3rd in the Bundesliga Nord, the first time they haven't topped a table. The Hamlet represent their first ever international opponents tonight. The Hamlet had a tough examination against Haringey Borough on Monday, with only an injury time goal from Byron Lawrence ensuring they wouldn't get pegged back as they won 3-1. Gavin Rose has brought 21 players with him to Germany and gives Amadou Tangara and Michael On of Wigan their first appearances of pre-season. So in a clash of 2 sides renowned for having a strong fan base and challenging for promotions, who will come out on top? Here's Gavin Tomlin. Nathan Ferguson. He can strive at the defensive. Ferguson rides a challenge. Might spin nicely for him. It does, and the first chance of the game is put over the crossbar by Nathan Ferguson. A good determined run from the midfielder though. And it broke kindly for him as well. It spins into the area and then he blazes it over the crossbar. We're in for a noisy night. Just right by the crowd here. No fence. There shouldn't be any trouble tonight. So we're lower league. Don't need a perimeter fence. Peterson driving away from Gamirez, and he has Falke's first shot of the night. Similar to the one Nathan Ferguson at the other end though, is always rising. And Tangara not troubled at all. Gamirez, I think in tracking back, it might have just picked up a little knock. Falke fans, their turn to make a bit of noise. Gamirez had his first appearance of pre-season on Monday. Did travel to Walthamstow but didn't play. Cogbo, only 1 shot apiece of note so far for the 2 sides. Ferguson out to Abrahams, put in a lovely cross for Dulwich's second goal the other night. Amazing! Abrahams does it again. And J May has given Dulwich a lead here. His first goal in pink and blue. Abrahams with a wicked cross in. He was in a lot of space, a lot of fizz in that cross from Abrahams. And May ghosted in, simple tap-in from a few yards out for a man of his experience. Dulwich have their first goal in Germany. It's Ming, more of a natural winger than Gamirez was. It's a deep cross. May brings it down superbly. Abrahams, another cross from him, this time won't find a Dulwich head. Here's Tomlin. Wraps his foot around a pass wide. Ming, edge of the box. Well, the deep looking one, May gets up. And this time he's penalised. Did get his header goal bound. It was riding on the shoulders of the defender perhaps. Unlined by Lorenzen. Schumann, here goes Costa, he's onside. Taylor trying to slow him up. On the outside in comes the cross. The other way to the edge of the area. And Tomlin got it further away. The final shot is a long way over from Henrik Peterson. Club's members, the supporters, voted overall to allow an investor to come in and buy them out. It became corporate and they didn't like it, so they formed this club, and took a year for them to start playing league football, but in the 3 seasons they played they've had 2 promotions, and Tomlin sends that long. That's a nice touch from the 11. This shot is straight at Pagenkop. Tomlin, almost like a quarterback role he's playing tonight, quite deep in midfield. Tomlin, Cogbo. Up to Ming. That's a good looking ball from him. J May's in, off the crossbar. There's been a nuisance so far. He's been a real trouble for the defenders, and again he got up well, this time fairly. Rattles the crossbar and goes over. As it came down, sorry, it was flicked away for the corner. Don't think Vice was too happy about being nutmegged by Tomlin. Here's May, drops nicely for him. J May! I don't think the goalkeeper would have got anywhere near that had it been a little bit more accurate from May into the far corner, but it's wide. The chance goes begging for him. Cogbo showing his strength. Tomlin, that's a nice clever pass. May, Tomlin. Position now, Gavin Tomlin's got to come back. Break is on, but not for long. Schumann though wins it off Taylor. There goes Weissner. Opens up for him, a great equaliser. And Falke draw level. It's a great goal, their first shot on target. It's Sven-Peter Weissner who's pulled that one out of the locker. Dulwich have had a couple of chances to extend their lead in the last few minutes. They've been pegged back, caught on the break when Gavin Tomlin lost the ball. And the ball eventually breaking to Weissner. A real thumping effort from distance. Tangara at full stretch couldn't keep it out. Didn't get near it, the goalkeeper. Tomlin. Focusing to look over his shoulder, see if there was an option for him. Chips it up towards Cargbo, made the run from deep. Costa now though. Dispossessed by Tomlin. Fancies a shot. Hit the back of Cargbo's head. Drops the 11. Deflected wide. Important block that. Dulwich getting a bit of luck going their way. Cargbo putting that into the path of Dulwich try list. Good bit of defending. It's Tomlin in charge of the corner kick again. Keeper's looking to try and get into there. It doesn't. Off the goal line. I think it was May who headed it on. The assistant is not flagged for a goal. Well defended. Not sure who the defender was in there, but Pagenkop really struggled to come out to that. Goal kick on the far side. He came for it. Was nowhere near getting it. Dulwich players had crowded him out. Couldn't jump for the ball, and May stole in. A well-positioned defender prevented Dulwich from taking the lead again. Peterson. That's a good-looking ball. There might be an again here. Deflected wide. I think it'll be the first corner for Falke. Indeed it is. It was Kevin Herman who made the run. Bit of a mix-up. In the end, Dulwich just about survive. Abraham, that's a lovely pass. Levin keeps it in play, pulls it back. Slice clearance as far as Ming. Cargbo, one of Wigan supporting the attack. He crosses, May's there. So's the 11 and Dulwich have a second. Well, May was going for goal himself. Well, in the end, just lays it off to the 11. Neither player offside, and Dulwich just before the interval regain that lead. It was good work from originally from the 11. Got the cross in. It was a slice clearance out to Ming. Eventually came back to On of Wigan. His deep cross was found Jay May, picked him out. He couldn't get the shot in on goal, but the 11 did. Watch Abrahams and Voss's battle after that coming together. May, Clunis, that's a good touch. Great challenge to win the ball. Costa it was, sliding in. Saw Michael Chambers produce one of those challenges last weekend at Walthamstow. It was a fair one. It's to a teammate. It was Peterson momentarily on the ball, and May gets his head down to chase this down. He'll keep it in play, slowing up. May has gone for goal actually. Almost nestled in the far corner. Clunis is also in the vicinity. A little taller, he could have maybe nodded that home. Lawrence is also having a look. He's walking away now, is he? Tomlin, Cargbo, saved by the keeper, rebound tucked home. Flag went up late, it won't count. Chambers put home the rebound. Ming, the wizard that is Ashley Carew. Cargbo, good looking ball. Lorenzen with an important clearance. Lawrence from distance, shot deflects, and Vent gets down low together, dive into his right. May well have just been creeping wide, but safety first from the goalkeeper, taking no risks. 3/4 of the way through the game, Dulwich still only 2-1 up. Deep free kick, Costa got up. The referee's given a penalty. Bundled over by Abrahams, says Robert Karras. And Dulwich may well be pegged back again here. Costa went up with Abrahams went down. I didn't think there was much in it, but the referee does give Falke the spot kick. Chance them to level for a second time. Edwards had a good record saving penalties last season. I think it was 4 in total he saved. Give me the skipper step up, sends in the wrong way. And it's Henrik Peterson who draws Falke level. Dulwich have been on top all through this game. And it is level again. And Dulwich have to find a third goal to retake the lead again tonight. Confidently dispatched by Peterson. Edwards went to his right, went almost down the middle. Calmly done by the skipper. Excellent noise being made by the travelling fans tonight. Crew with the latest corner. Chambers. Shouts of handball. Play goes on. Clunis. He goes for goal and turned home by On of Wigan. And Dulwich lead for the third time tonight. Michael of Wigan never scored a competitive goal for Dulwich. Bit of a celebration from him as well. Well, the original call from Crew was header goal was by Chambers. Shouts of handball never came to fruition. Dulwich had the presence of mind to continue, and Clunis' shot was going wide and deflected off the knee, I think, of On of Wigan. And Falke went level for long. Free kick taking early. Abraham, that's good defending. To flick away with his favoured foot, but it was an awkward one to do it in that manner. Green, Akinyemi, got Lawrence in space if he can find him on the inside. Akinyemi going on, pulls it back. Here's Lawrence, and that surely seals the win. Lawrence has scored in back-to-back games, and just as he did on Monday, it's a late goal as well. Credit the work of Dippo Akinyemi in the build-up. All his doing. Green releasing him down the left and pulled it back into the penalty area. Lawrence took a touch. And he may have missed his flight to Germany. He finds the back of the net there though. That's the full-time whistle on a highly enjoyable evening here in Hamburg. It's Dulwich who prevail in their first of their 2 pre-season games here in Germany. The final score over HFC Falke being 4-2, but they didn't make easy work of it. Falke hit them back twice, having Dulwich leading twice in the game. They did take the lead in the 20th minute. J. May volleying home a Tanasha Abrahams cross on the left wing. Before the break, a fine effort from Sven-Peter Weissner from long range brought the sides level. Dulwich restored their 1-goal lead through one of their trialists, striker, finishing off after J. May had brought it down the penalty area. But again, Dulwich didn't extend their lead in the second half, missed a few chances. The offside flag denied them more goals as well. And it was suddenly 2-2 from the penalty spot. With 13 minutes to go, Henrik Peterson sending Edwards the wrong way after Abrahams had been deemed to have fouled his man in the area. And Dulwich with 2 late goals to win it. Michael of Wigan with a deflected shot off his knee, made it 3-2, and then right at the end, Byron Lawrence sealed their 3rd pre-season win from 3. The final score then on a wonderful evening, a wonderful atmosphere here at the Nienstedten in Hamburg tonight is HFC Falke 2, Dulwich Hamlet 4. Gav, ultimately a good workout tonight. It wasn't as easy a game as it maybe looked on paper.
Definitely. I thought they were clever, tactical in the first half, and second half more physical, which I welcomed because closer to the season we know that's what it's going to be like. Sometimes pre-season friendlies can be a little bit unrealistic, but I like when teams attack you when they're rough, because it just gives that little bit of a competitive edge, and the boys have to start sharpening up and looking after themselves. So it was good for us.
In the first few 90 minutes tonight as well, Michael of Wigan hadn't played in pre-season yet. Tanasha as well got 90 minutes. Just important to get these minutes building up now, isn't it?
Yeah, the main mark was around 60 minutes we wanted to achieve for most of them. Because we've got another game on Saturday, some of them didn't do 60 because we're thinking about them playing a bit more on Saturday. But generally we got around the 60-minute mark, and a few had 90 minutes. With Mike, he's had a little injury, but he's a strong, fit lad. And the fact that he was able to get through that is just testimony to his natural fitness.
Someone who stood out for me in the first half was Jay May, and the way his link-up play was excellent with obviously our fellow striker up front. What was the reason behind you bringing him into the club?
The closest we've had to Jay was probably Harry Ottaway a few years ago, and we lacked just that physical presence who actually just wants to do that only. We had Didi, but Didi's very mobile and sometimes wants to run in behind. But with Jay, he literally wants to look after the ball and lead the line, and it gives us a target. And at times we've had a lot of small forwards, and it's meant our play has to be really precise. And the defenders at times can't just go and can we play it into his chest and play from there. So just to give us a few more options. He wouldn't play every week. He'd play when we can get him on the pitch. But when he can get on the pitch, you can see how great of an attribute he can be to our team. From cross balls, we look very dangerous for Jay. So yeah, I'm really happy that he's here with the club. He's a good lad as well.
It's a great time for you to join. Obviously, you get a nice holiday away to Germany for the weekend. How special is it to be part of this tour and see what the fans can enjoy going away from home for a couple of days?
Oh, it's great. As I say, I didn't expect the amount of fans that was here. To be honest with you, I knew it was a big deal for the fans, but I didn't realise the magnitude of it. So they've been brilliant today, and in fairness, it's been a great evening. So. To be a part of it is really good, and obviously for me it's getting games and getting fit and getting back and getting ready.
Certainly a bit different to your usual pre-season routine, isn't it?
Exactly that, yeah. I won't say I enjoy pre-season, I find it tough, but as we all do. But it's about just getting fit and getting ready for the start of the season, and this is another way of getting the lads together, getting that bond. I know a lot of the players have played together, but there's a few newer like myself and a few others, and kind of get that bond and all pushing in the right direction.
Definitely, I welcome it for the club. I think it's something that we need to try and do every year, whether it be in Germany or somewhere else. I think we should do it. It's good for the team. The players feel special when they get a chance to go away, and there's no pressure on them other than just to maintain their standards and then enjoy their socialising off the pitch. And they can do a lot of hard work but also enjoy it, and it breaks up the pre-season for them as well.
Nice to see a massive group of fans behind you cheering the side on as well.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's a special club. The new players who've come to the team sort of sitting there like in amazement, and the boys who've been there a bit longer are sort of saying this is what it's like. So it just shows you that you sometimes can be complacent with how great the support is, but when a new player comes in and says, wow, can't believe this, yeah, we're in Germany and we've got like 150 people here and they're shouting loud, it's brilliant. So yeah, it's great.